I really grew up addicted to television. So if I go way back and start, I was really affected by a lot of sitcoms. So I go back to the Dick Van Dyke Show and Mary Tyler Moore and Taxi and Newhart and the Bob Newhart Show, All in the Family. So much of Norman Lear's stuff. And then you get into the 80s and 90s and start getting into Stephen Bochco's work and things like Northern Exposure and ER. That's the great thing. As I was thinking about it, there are going to be 101 shows on it. I don't know what they're going to be. But I started thinking, well, that's a lot of shows. But then as I started thinking about what I thought might qualify, in many ways, it's almost not enough. There's been so much great television over the last 70 years.
It's like listening to music. You hear every note or you hear every word, and you can tell. I mean, you can just tell. You know when it's good. You can hear when a word is out of place. So you can certainly hear when a whole script is out of place or when a whole script is wonderful. It's like listening to a fabulous concert.
When I'm judging what the writing is, when watching TVs and movies, I say, is the writing organic? Do the characters seem believable as real human beings, people that we all of us, have that barometer to ascertain, to gauge? Does this character seem like someone that, even though we may or may not agree with what they're doing, do we understand why they do the things they do? That's a good start, I think.
It takes a writer to understand what writing really is. I think if you're a writer, you can hear that voice. Is it a distinctive voice? You can hear, is it authentic or not authentic? And if it's not authentic, is that serving a purpose, or is it just because it's not good? I mean, there's so many things that writers are going to be attuned to. So I think it's pretty special if this comes from other writers.
I think the business has changed, but I don't think writing has changed. I mean, I think, people talk about what incredible time this is for writing on TV, and people are sort of noticing there's an incredible amount of brilliant writing on TV, but that was true. That's been true for a while. Writing, really good writing is always about caring about your characters and caring about what you have to say, saying something that has some sort of integrity, asking questions, making people feel. So none of those things, can possibly go out of style.
The good TV writing, the writers have other things on their mind, fresher, newer, today things on their mind. Although human nature is such that very little is new. What is new is of the moment. But basically, the good writing is similar to the good writing of any other time.
Cable, boundaries pushed, censorship over. That's been the big change.
40 years ago, 35 years ago, when you wrote an hour drama, you had something like 48 minutes, 48 and change, somewhere in that neighborhood. Today you have 42. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a huge amount of storytelling, and it changes the way you write for the medium. You adapt to the way the medium changes. That's what you have to do.